All right, welcome back. I'm Barnaby Ryan,
I'm Jason Harris.
and this is Ryan Harris Crypto.
All right, jumping into the market, you guys. We have reached over the $2 trillion mark. Scroll up here. Down under.
No,
Hey!
no. You gotta remember, and
Yeah, different amount on different exchange rates.
different amount on who's counting it, and it's because different things are counted at different times. You gotta remember, crypto's 24-hour; it never stops.
That's right, never sleeps.
So there's no real such thing as a static crypto market. It doesn't happen. Things are moving all of the time, and so you can see that right here. We got 2 trillion
That's
market
right. I'm
cap.
going with the 2 trillion.
Yeah, I'm going with the 2 trillion on live coin watch. We got look, that's how many, that's 2 decimal places over. Like,
Yeah.
we're not rounding much here. It's
Nice
2 trillion
increase over previous day. You got Bitcoin.
Look at
back
Bitcoin.
over 44K.
44.
Look at all that green all the way across the board. What I just did.
You clicked on it. Just click.
It's all right.
I got it. Just click back. Good.
And Ethereum back well over $3,000.
Holding steady.
3,100. We have BNB back over 400. XRP still hanging around the 70s, 80s. But Cardano, look at that. Barnaby, Cardano up. Look at that 7-day performance up.
There
40%.
we go. Now Cardano holders can start tipping their waitresses. I'm so proud.
You're Alex Becker Jr. over here. Terra Luna, one of our favorite layer 1 protocols,
it's doing really well.
Holding its own. Solana back over 100. Just some nice price action all the way down the top coins. Look at that. Dogecoin even has a pretty nice 7-day increase.
Yeah, where is Sheeb? I'm curious. How far is
right
15th?
So
that's not
15,
bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I noticed this recently. CRO crypto.com finally, put the name of its chain there, Kronos, which I mean, crypto made sense too, but CRO Kronos, okay, I get that.
Look at that, Litecoin hanging on in the
top
no,
20. You clicked on it. Litecoin hanging on by a thread. I don't want to look at it.
Let's check it out.
I think it's garbage.
Yeah, definitely. At a low point when you take it out to the 1 year.
And if you want to know why, Litecoin's selling point is that it's the silver to Bitcoin's gold.
Yeah, why not just buy gold?
So yeah, why not just buy gold? Look at all the countries that historically invested in silver and those that historically invested in gold. Which one of those countries are doing better today?
Man, look at this. Terra UST number 14. Not up here with some of the other stable coins, but working its way up the top 20. I know none of our stories are about Terra USD, but we were. I know in a lot of the research.
No, we've talked about it.
I watched some videos today on the backing of Bitcoin and everything that's going on with that, and potential scenarios of what the price of Luna would be, and purchasing like $10 billion in Bitcoin. That would be huge. So awesome. Let's move into your first story. You want to talk about good old state of Florida and DeSantis?
Yeah, good old DeSantis. Just speaking positive vibes into existence about the crypto market. I love it. He says here from Crypto Potato, we got Florida to accept Bitcoin for tax payments, says Governor DeSantis. Earlier this month, Colorado became the first U.S. state to do so, calling it a local path to digital statehood. That sounds like a government path to digital statehood. We'll take your crypto. Yeah. Smart move, guys. Not going to pay taxes in my Bitcoin, but you can have all the fiat you want. Well, not all the fiat you want. Yeah, so, it's one of those articles about the announcements. I love these articles because they got a whole lot of, oh, look, DeSantis said in December that cryptocurrencies should be allowed for payments of state taxes. So, it's just more good news for us, Thank you, Republican Governor DeSantis. Definitely appreciate the boost in the market. Definitely not why things are moving up in a positive direction, but just another one of those indicators that this could hold. We could keep creeping up.
Yeah, but I'm not paying any state or anything in Bitcoin, especially
No,
right now. Crypto.
no. Thank you for encouraging it, but I will at this time pass. Maybe in the future that will change.
Yeah, maybe some stable coins.
Yeah.
That's about as far as I'll go. All right, so let's
That
see
one's
here.
mine. So skip.
We
got your first
here
one.
to mine. So another, watching what the big money does and thinks. BlackRock is another asset manager. I know last time we talked about Grayscale. BlackRock is a $10 trillion asset manager. Seeing and predicting that crypto adoption is going to accelerate following the Ukraine crisis. So this article is from cryptosaurus.com. And there's some nice examples here called out from Will Clemente, one of my favorite technical analysis.
You follow him on Twitter?
On the tweet verse.
You follow him on the Twitterverse?
But just Bitcoin and crypto as freedom, and the ability to give aid to Ukraine. It also brings up the Canadian trucker situation where they were able to raise $900,000 in Bitcoin. After GoFundMe, that centralized exchange, blocked millions of dollars in donations. So I'm bullish for crypto. We have a quote here: "A global digital payment system thoughtfully designed can enhance the settlement of international transactions while reducing the risk of money laundering and corruption." So like we've said many times before, especially on our podcast, right, that it's transparent. It's not some way for fishy stuff to happen, and money to be laundered, and drug deals to be had, or what have you.
I get it. The technology is complicated, but it's not all smoke and mirrors. We're very transparent that we are not computer experts, but there are lots of people, there are lots of companies that can and do look into these transactions. Like some of those being, Live Coin Watch and Coin Market Cap that we, show every day because they track these things. It's very hard to move large sums of money without anyone knowing in crypto. In fact, that's part of the advantages of being in crypto. You can tell where big money is moving.
Yeah, nice call out here too. Talking about really the need to improve financial literacy. Wasn't there something you mentioned the other day about someone trying to make sure that there was like financial education?
That was DeSantis.
Yeah.
He is now requiring that all seniors as of next year in the state of California take a half credit course in financial literacy. That's it. Only half credit. He's not, adding a whole nother thing to it. Half a credit. You remember what's isn't a normal class like 3 in high school?
Yeah,
I'm not sure how high
school.
It's a couple weeks.
Little class.
It's a couple weeks, but it's a great first step towards giving real education that people need. Do they really need to know Pythagorean theorem? Sure, it's great, but in all honesty, do they know how to balance a checkbook? Do they know how to change a tire?
If we had started learning about investments and the potential of that in a meaningful way back in high school, would be a lot far ahead.
And now we understand why the institutions financially backing education don't want that currently.
Definitely. And this article also goes into some of our other favorite big money people. So Charles Schwab and Goldman Sachs right here, if you look at their homepage from the other day, it's all about digitalization. It says, from cryptocurrencies to the metaverse, explore the megatrends that are reshaping economies. And that is just a fact. And, Goldman Sachs is totally right and trying to stay current, because the smart money knows what the smart money knows, and it knows what it needs to do to stay the big money. So we're watching, we're paying attention, and sharing it with you guys. All right, I'm going to go into my next story here. So this one's from Cointelegraph. One of our favorite, our boy, President Nayib Bukele of El Salvador, hits out at Bitcoin bond FUD as CZ jets into El Salvador. So CZ, of course, we know is in charge of finance, and he had a planned trip to El Salvador. There was some news and FUD going around because recently El Salvador has pushed back and postponed their $1 billion volcano bond program. And people were saying that CZ's heading out there to help, and get it straightened out and put it all together. When in fact, his visit had nothing to do with that. Look, our favorite Cointelegraph art here, some Bitcoins on a newspaper with a El Salvador's copy.
Flag. Yeah.
But yeah, he just, pretty much shut that FUD down and said, please don't spread Reuters FUD. He tweeted that to 3.6 million of his followers, and basically saying that he was not flying in to do anything with that bond program, and went into the reasons of why they're postponing it, which is noting the geopolitical situation, as well as prioritizing some internal pension reforms they have going on. They have to present to Congress. So it's just postponed until September. It's going to be $1 billion fund, volcano fund, and it's going to help to fund Bitcoin City, which we have talked about before in our podcast.
Those are two of my favorite words: fund and volcano.
Yeah,
that just puts a smile on my face.
That's right. Hey, harnessing the energy of that volcano to mine Bitcoin. Gosh, good job, Naive. Let's see, anything else in here? Yeah, so just $500,000 or half of that $1 billion fund is going to help with the construction, and the other half is going to invest in Bitcoin. So to continue to grow that wealth and be able to fund future projects, or continue with future upgrades to Bitcoin City, which definitely one day I really want to visit.
Yeah,
honestly, I can't wait to do an episode from Bitcoin City, also Satoshi Island, but.
Satoshi Island, Bitcoin City. We're gonna have a lot of vacations and potentially new passports.
Yeah.
Backtrack. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Backtracking a little, because I want to get this right here from CNBC. Florida just became the largest state to mandate personal finance education in school. So again, you can look them up, but I think these are all good things coming here from Florida and DeSantis. Yeah, let's prioritize real things that kids need.
Yeah, that would help their life. I mean, money management, understanding debt. It talks about like how to balance your checkbook. Like we briefly went over that in school, right? But I don't know.
Maybe.
I kind of remember maybe something.
All right, so I got one here that I kind of want to put our detective hat on, because let's just dive into it here. So we got Cointelegraph. US Bitcoin mining firm turns to harmful coal waste for cleaner energy. So it says here, in a bid to make crypto mining more environmentally friendly, Stronghold Digital Mining is turning harmful waste from coal mining into clean energy to power Bitcoin miners. It says here that Stronghold Digital Mining, a crypto mining company in Pennsylvania, is turning waste from old power plants into energy to power hundreds of Bitcoin mining rigs. Without going any further, because you can read the article for yourself. It goes off on some tangents, but the main parts about this part are right about here. So there's a lot of coal. So it says here, right? Coal wastage about 881 pounds per 2,200 pounds mined. Pennsylvania alone has over 220 million tons of harmful wastage. So that sounds really awesome. It talks about other issues, like New York proposing to suspend proof of work mining. That's fine, New York. If you don't want to make money from Bitcoin miners, just say so. But if we go here to strongholdmining.com, so we have, two pictures here that I'm presuming represents the leftovers from coal mining, right? And then what happens after.
Makes you feel good.
It makes you feel real good, okay, there's a lot
for the people who can't, see or listen to the podcast, like the first is showing the waste. It looks like, a wasteland, almost like, a volcano erupted and it dried up.
Yeah.
Hard. The ground is hard. It looks,
nothing can, it doesn't look like anything can live there.
Sullen.
But for me, the first thing that jumped out is these pictures aren't taken in the exact same spot. I'm not claiming that they're not being honest here, but it's not from the same spot.
The same shot.
It's not from the same. It's not from the same angle. It would have been more convincing. The other thing too is it doesn't really explain how this process happens. All it says is it's right here. Our Bitcoin mining operations are powered through the reclamation of coal refuse sites across Pennsylvania. We remove coal refuse from piles and burn it in an emissions controlled manner at our wholly owned generation facilities. It doesn't talk in here about the science, and it goes, what is coal refuse? Okay, I think we get that. It's left over from coal, right? From burning coal. Okay, but what do you do with the leftovers? How can they be problematic? Okay, we understand that it can be problematic. That's what they're saying here. But there's nothing in here that goes over like the method, like even the power facilities part of it. It doesn't talk about the science behind it. Like this is the power facility sites. It's very short. So I because I found this on a lot of different websites. I found this on every website. That's using cleaner energy. It says well, it turns out that it only says that. That's the claim that they make. I can't find a single shred of evidence to support this claim. Again, I'm not claiming, that they're doing anything wrong or nefarious here. I'm simply stating the fact that I can't find supporting evidence.
Barnaby wants more information.
I want more information. This article from Traders Bureau I found was the only article I could find, and you see it was from a little while ago too. This is the only article I could find that said anything about it. And this part is pretty good. It describes the same things in here that the other websites talked about. It says, as a rule of thumb, if something sounds too good, it usually is. When the matter involves science, you should be extra skeptical. And that's because the physical laws of the universe is an equal opportunity discriminator. They don't give concessions, distributions. Let's see, where is it? Okay. Coal refuse piles to practical energy for the purposes of mining Bitcoin might not be feasible. For one thing, the concept isn't new. In some areas, the piles are so numerous that the government officials are sitting on an environmental time bomb. Like, they know these things, but this is inefficient and far more polluting than coal plants. That kind of makes sense, right? Like, you go through all the process of getting coal and then burning it, and then the leftovers that you're done with, there's not much energy left in there. I'm not saying there is some energy left in it, and especially given how many piles, how many pounds, how many tons are in Pennsylvania, it makes sense.
Sounds nice and sounds good in theory, but
Yeah, and this is why I always say, be skeptical with claims. When something sounds too good, it usually is. That's a very true statement right there. So don't just we've fallen into this trap too before, where we're like, oh, this cool new thing, and then we can't find a single shred of supporting evidence. Look for the stuff that supports your opinion and look for the stuff that refutes it. You gotta put those pieces in place.
That's right. Well, one thing I can prove is true here from cryptopotato.com is David Beckham becomes global brand ambassador for a crypto firm. So we, seen tons of celebrities jumping into the space to be brand ambassadors, to advertise with. We had Matt Damon for crypto.com, and now we have David Beckham, famous soccer star, coming to be a global brand ambassador for Digital Bits, So it's a blockchain project, a layer one protocol. And I'd actually never heard of digital bits. So I did go and went to their website because this article really just pretty much is an announcement. It's not, it doesn't go too much into depth. But if you go to the Digital Bits website, it definitely shows our boy David Beckham and, with some glowing orbs and presumably I would guess NFTs or something like that, because like I said, Digital Bits is an open source blockchain used to power digital assets. So including brand currencies, NFTs, stablecoins, and more. They claim to be lightning fast, so the blockchain can process up to 10,000 transactions per second. They're eco-friendly, so environmentally sustainable. But how so? It doesn't tell us really. Didn't go into depth when I looked up.
I would like to know more.
But yes, Barnaby wants more information.
I want more information.
So definitely bullish for Digital Bits, though. Having David Beckham back, it's just going to get a lot of people interested.
Celebrity deal.
Looking their way. Like I said, I've never really heard of them. I've never been to their website, but now I have. So if you go to the announcement about this, there's also a video that you can watch on the Digital Bits website about the announcement. But yeah, it just talks about how, he's looking to innovate and find new ways to connect with his fans, and NFT, Web3, crypto blockchain technology is the new way that, that's leaning. It's going to happen. So you can read the full release here, like I said, if you want to. Just a quick quote. I'm always keen to find new ways to connect with my fans, like I said. So across the world, the moment I spoke with Al and the Digital Bits team, I knew it was a major opportunity to create new experiences with my fans online. I've always taken pride in working with the best teams and so excited to work on my NFT collections and more innovations in the future. So look out for David Beckham NFTs. Those will definitely be, top selling, I'm sure. And probably on the Digital Bits blockchain.
On the Digital Bits. Sure. This one caught my eye right here. Branded currencies. Because we assume NFTs are this digital art thing. Right now, we really put them in a big box, and that's what most of the public knows as. Oh, NFTs are just art. They're JPEGs I could copy if I wanted to.
No, it's just digital intellectual property,
which includes branded currency. So you think, right? What are your favorite company apps, right? Like, for example, when you go to the store, right, to order curbside pickup, when you go to the coffee house, you can order ahead, right? If you have preloaded gift cards, right, on things like Target, right? If you have those on there, that's what that is. It's their own currency. You're gonna see more and more of that, because they're gonna turn these into assets, which are NFTs. But a branded currency, those already exist. Just putting them on the blockchain and making them really useful and enticing for the consumer, that's going to be a big deal.
That's right. Most of our money is already digital. It's numbers on a screen. Not too many people carry cash anymore. Everything's moving more digital. So
yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's it for today. Stay tuned for our next episode.
Right.
Please
smash the like,
subscribe.
Tell us what you think. If you enjoyed the articles, if you have thoughts, let us know. Tell your friends. We're not financial advisors, just here having fun sharing this stuff with you guys.
On the journey with you. All right, guys.
Take care.